Oh, okay. So earlier this year, I planned a trip to Greece with my girlfriend, and I was really excited about this trip because I've taken little trips to I don't know, Bahamas and things like that, but a 9-day trip in Greece. We're talking Athens, Mykonos, Santorini. I was so excited. I could not wait. Right now, somewhere between the purchasing of the trip and the actual going on the trip, my girlfriend April and I broke up. Yeah, and it was rough. It was bad, a lot of arguing. Those who know me, I'm a little fiery, you know, uh, things like that. But we discussed it, and as the trip was coming up, we talked about how we were going to handle it. We couldn't get our money back. It was a non-refundable trip. We couldn't sell it because it was a non-transferable trip as well. So we decided to be adults, and we decided that we would go on said trip together. We would be cool, go as friends, and enjoy our time, or so we thought. So the trip was here, and we actually were flying out of JFK up in New York, and we decided to drive together. It was going to be convenient. I would say maybe about 15 minutes into the trip up, we got into an argument. And I don't mean a little tizzy. I'm talking about the mother of all arguments. We are going at it. Me especially, I'll take the brunt. I was an asshole. I'm known to be that way. I'm cursing. I'm yelling. I was mean. I was a jerk. I still feel bad about it, but that's what it was. That's what happened, okay? And so I just knew like this trip was not gonna go how we thought it was gonna go. So we get to the airport. She gets in line. I get in another line. I got in the decent people line, the line where people went who didn't take an hour to decide what they wanted to eat for dinner every goddamn night. That's the line I got in, And so I'm there, and I'm pissed off, and I get to the front of the line. I hand my ID and my ticket, ready to go, and the desk agent lady, I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but the agent lady looks down, looks up, looks back down at it, looks up and says, "I can't let you through." Like, what do you mean? And she says, "This isn't you. I can't let you through." So first off, karma's a cold-hearted bitch. Because the way that I acted, I deserved some type of, drama at the gate. So I'm like, what do you mean this isn't me? And so she looks down, and keep in mind, my name is Christopher A. Lundy. The ticket said Chris A. Lundy. And I guess the letters were too close because she says, well, this says Chrissa. And that's a girl's name. And she was dead serious. So I tried to Jedi mind trick. I'm like, listen, I am Chris Lundy, and I'm going to Greece. No dice. She would not let me through. We're going back and forth, back and forth. She was not having it. She gets on the phone, calls somebody, and after about 10 minutes of she hangs up and goes, yeah, Chrissa is a girl's name. I'm like, that wasn't my argument, lady. It wasn't my argument. So she ends up telling me that I had to get in contact with the travel company and somehow get them to resubmit or something else like that. So I walk off. I'm panicked. I'm not going to be able to go to Greece. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure it out. And then out of nowhere, here comes April walking up. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, here we go. She's going to eat this up. So she walks up and she goes, what's wrong? And, I got to play tough. So I'm like, they're over there tripping, saying, I'm not, that's not who I am. But, I mean, it's no big deal to me. Greece doesn't make me. I don't have to go to Greece. I can stay here. Food court's over there. It's got a Sbarro's. I can, whatever. But inside, I'm like, she said, Chrissa, and no, Greece. I am a mess inside, but I couldn't let her see that. So then she goes, okay, how can I help? Now this took me by surprise because she was still willing to help after the way I acted on the drive up and the way I had been acting. It floored me. I thought about what I would have done in this situation. First, I would have told her, This is God's work. Yeah. The Lord was watching when you were acting that way in the car, and this is what you wrought upon yourself. Then I would have went to the front desk agent and said, ma'am, you're doing a bang-up job. Don't get me wrong, Chris A does look a lot like Chrissa, but why risk it? It ain't worth it, and you're keeping us safe. I probably would have used April's seat for extra storage for my food. If they would have offered, beef or chicken, I would have said both. I'll eat one now, and I'll use this empty seat to store the other for later. That's what I would have done. But her, she kicks into gear. We get the travel agent on the phone. I get to another desk agent who just ends up, switching my name, and everything is good. We end up going on the trip. And I gotta say, Greece was the most amazing trip I have ever been on in my life. It was absolutely amazing. If you've never been, schedule it now. You will not regret it. You'll love it. And when you get there, tell them Chrissa sent you.